Thank you, Ivan. As you can see, KCCA has really made use of the Arcgis Hub basic site, and they're actually using it for something that's really needed in the community right now, sharing data about COVID-19 and making that data available to the public via their site. So one thing you've noticed, or you may have noticed while Ivan was going through how they've gone about making the site, is that upfront conversations are vital. Ivan is primarily a GIS person, so the web is not necessarily his domain. However, Ivan is very talented as concerns making sites or editing web pages. So he was able to do that on his own or with help from other people in his organization. However, for most of us, the web is not our domain. That's not what we do on a day-to-day basis. It's somebody else's domain in your organization. So knowing that means that you might want to go ahead and talk to that person so that they can actually work with the template that you have. So Arcgis Online or Arcgis Enterprise portal will provide you with a template. Then you can get your key stakeholders, the people who you expect to use the site, and you can get your web person to go ahead and actually look into how they can create a site that's usable for people in your organization or usable for the purposes that you want it to be usable. So by involving these people earlier, you could get free site design advice or resources if you ask. So for example, if you involve your IT early, then they're more likely to feel like this is something they're doing together with you, other than something that's coming from the people from the GIS department, which IT is generally, and rightly so, wanting to take control of anything that involves the web or IT-related resources. So once you involve them in the beginning, then it becomes easier for you to make a site that will meet their approval and at the same time will be able to meet the needs of people outside your organization. So thank you for joining us. That's pretty much all for today. We do have resources that you can look into in case you are interested and would like to learn more about this particular product. That is Enterprise Sites on Arcgis portal, on Arcgis Enterprise portal, or Arcgis Hub Basic on Arcgis Online. The first example is our Arcgis Hub page. We have a gallery, and from there you're able to view Arcgis Hub basic sites as well as enterprise sites that have been shared by organizations that felt comfortable sharing the sites with us. So you can actually go to the Arcgis Hub page. Just go to Google, type in Arcgis Hub Gallery, and you will be led directly to this page, or you could use the URL that you see there and see how others are using Hub to communicate and collaborate. We also have resources at learn.arcgis.com, and basically we have a teaching path known as Getting Started with Arcgis Hub Premium. You can go there and actually learn how to create an initiative site using Arcgis Hub and utilize the functionality to communicate with the community for better management of a resource. Learn.arcgis.com also has learning paths for many other things, so feel free to visit the site and utilize as much as you can. Also, when you're creating your initial site, you might notice that at the bottom we have some resources. So right there, if you want to know if you need documentation on how to create an initiative or engage the community, then you have it right there within the site overview page. We have the Hub Examples Gallery right there. We have GeoNet, our community of GIS users in Esri. And you can ask questions right there. You can find documentation. There's really a wealth of resources in those links that you see there. So feel free to use any one of those. And I believe you'll be well served. Finally, we have a blog post concerning how you can design your Arcgis Hub for accessibility. Remember, these sites are not created only for able-bodied people. There may be people who have problems with sites, or they have a problem with maybe the template that you're using, and they need something like a lot more simpler. We have a blog post here that basically gives guidance on how you can create a hub site that can be used by pretty much everyone, and that is diverse and inclusive of anyone who might have a situational, permanent, or temporary disability. So with that, I'd like to thank you for attending. Feel free to ask questions, and we look forward to hearing from you on the email that we provided there. Thank you very much for joining us, and hope you have a lovely day. Thank you.